So yes guys, what is happening? It's me, Lamar Aaron. Welcome back to another video. And as you can see, the setup is a bit different because I wanted to try something a bit different for you guys. I wanted to try like a little podcast format, see how it works and see if you guys like it. We're going to be doing a few topics within football culture, so if you guys like football culture, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button now. Also, don't forget guys, you can follow me on Instagram, which is at Lamar Aaron, to stay up to date. Not only that, I have a page on Instagram as well called Mixed Cult, where you guys can obviously check out all the stuff that I document, all the things that I say and all the things that I do. So make sure you guys go check that out. That'll be on Instagram, and I'll just put all the links in the description for you guys anyway. But let's get started, man, because there's a lot of things happening within football culture right now. First thing I kind of want to start off with, yeah, man, let's start off with Griezmann's documentary. Griezmann is dropping a documentary on Netflix. It's coming out on I think it's March the 21st. It's called Champion de Monde, and it's all about him obviously becoming a world champion. Obviously, he's won the World Cup, things like that. But the question is that I think a lot of people are going to be asking, and especially I'm asking it as well. I'm asking the question, is Griezmann's name worthy of a documentary? Yes, he has won the Europa Cup. Yes, he has won the World Cup. But for me, and don't forget, not to discredit him either, he has won a load of other things, but things that I just don't think really matter, things that I don't think matter when it comes to being a world champion and being worthy of a documentary. I mean, for me, if this is Griezmann, I think he'll be better off if he done a vlog series. I think he'll be better off if he did like a vlog series, or like a series for Netflix, or a series for YouTube, or something like that. I think Griezmann's personality is more fitting to those types of things. So I think that would have been more of his lane. But yeah, it's coming out on the 21st. You guys obviously let me know what you guys think. Do you think Griezmann should have a documentary? I don't know. I think he should have a vlog series. I mean, look, at the end of the day, there are other players that have done it. There are other documentaries out there. Do they work? I don't know. Am I going to watch it? Yeah, because obviously I love football, I love the culture. But for me, I don't know if it's going to be one of the biggest hits on Netflix. I don't think it's going to be a big thing for anyone in the football culture. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm going to watch it, and hopefully it does, because I do like Griezmann as a player. I do think what he has achieved as a player is okay. You know, I think if all of us as footballers started off in a career as a footballer and achieved what he's achieved and done what he's done, I'm sure we would be happy. But I'm just thinking about it from an entertainment factor. I don't think Griezmann is going to be. I don't think the documentary is going to be a big thing. If you know what, let's do it like this. I think if he was going to do a documentary, I think he should have done a documentary more on him as a personality, as a brand. I find him quite entertaining off or away from football as well. Obviously, with his celebrations, his personality, his love for basketball. What else? His love for just dancing with his friends. You know, obviously, just his personality alone, I think would have been better. Obviously, we don't know what the documentary is right now. Obviously, with the descriptions, they do say it is about him becoming a world champion. Maybe he's going to show some personality or not. But like I said, for me, Griezmann is more of somebody I would have preferred to see a series on. Prefer to see episodes of his life, I guess you can call it, kind of like training days, little things like that. But yeah, man, that's just where I stand in it. I don't think the documentary is going to be great. Like I said, I'm going to watch it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Whoever's watching on YouTube, and let me know in the comment section below if you're listening on Soundcloud as well. Should Griezmann have done a series? Should he have done a vlog series? Should he have done more of an episode thing for Netflix instead of a documentary? But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. What else is there? So this one's a bit funny for me. Let me put it like this. I have a theory on the media when it comes to Raheem Sterling. I have a theory on how they portray him, on why they portray him like this, little things like that. And right now, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be no filter. This is what I want this podcast or this show to be, is no filters. And at the end of the day, the media, newspapers, you guys are dick riding Raheem Sterling, like full blown dick riding Raheem Sterling right now. But yet you're forgetting about all this stuff that you've done before. So let me put it like this. Obviously, Carabao Cup final was on a weekend. Raheem scores a amazing penalty, top bins, to obviously win Manchester City the title, the Carabao Cup, right? Then you go into the newspapers and you see all these people saying certain things, saying, oh, Raheem scores the winner, Raheem this, Raheem that. Obviously, with his form as well and the talent that he's displayed before. Oh, Raheem's form is amazing. He's doing this, he's doing that. Let's just stop all the crap. Let's just stop all the crap. Let's just stop lying. Let's just stop doing stuff for your papers. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Yeah, and let's go back to really what you guys are about. So I'm gonna paint the picture of the relationship in the media between Raheem Sterling and obviously and the media. So if we go back, I think if we go back to cool. Let's just go back to when let's just go back to the gun situation. Yeah, the gun situation. So he gets a tat on his leg, an AK rifle, and the media then sits there and they say, "Oh my God, Raheem's got this, Raheem's got that," and we all know that this AK rifle was for something else. So let me put it like this is what Raheem said on Instagram. When I was 2, my father died from being gunned down to death. I made a promise to myself I would never touch a gun in my life again. I'm going to say that line again because it's so crucial to where I'm going. I would never touch a gun in my lifetime. I would never I would never touch a gun in my lifetime. I shoot with my right foot so it has a deeper meaning and still unfinished. Cool. So then I see Carl Walker then obviously posts a picture of Sky Sports with what they've put up. Sky Sports then put up and say, when I was 2, my father died from being gunned down to death. I made a promise to myself I would never touch a gun again. What part of Raheem's Raheem's explanation says again? So that's number one. Number two, we then go on to a newspaper, then put in our article saying where people have been stabbed, teens die on streets, right? Stabbed teens die on streets. And when you look at the article, this is what it says. It says 2 more teenagers were killed over the weekend as Sterling revealed his controversial gun tattoo. Let me just ask the question to any media person out there, any journalist that's writing this stuff. What the hell has Raheem Sterling got to do with any stabbings in this world because he gets a tattoo on his leg that represents his father of where he shoots with his right foot? I don't understand what you guys are trying to do. I don't get it. Then you obviously move on to the racial stuff and the racial scandals and things like that. Obviously, with what happened at Chelsea, things like that. And Raheem Sterling turns around and says that he feels that the media fuels racism. Of course, they fuel racism. Let's be honest. Like when you look at what was said in a newspaper about just the difference between the two Man City players that Raheem Sterling obviously works with. When you look at the articles and look at how they're both written. So the first article is about Tosin. I think his name's Tosin Adarabioyo. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, brother, but Tosin Adarabioyo. Okay, this was the headline: Young Manchester City footballer, 20 on 25,000 a week, splashes out on a mansion on market for 2.25 million, despite having never started a Premier League match. Okay, cool. Then we scroll down and we find the one about Foden, and they're saying that Phil Foden buys a mansion for his mother. So there's a difference between the two of headlines. One where Tosin is a black guy, and you're saying he's never played a Premier League match in game, but why is he spending all this money? Blah 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 blah. And then you've got Phil Foden buys a £2 million house for his mum. So Raheem obviously hit back and says, you have 2 young players starting out their careers. Both play for the same team. Both have done the right thing, which is buy a new house for their mothers, who have put in a lot of time and love into helping them get to where they are. But look at how the newspapers get their message across for the young black player and then for the young white player. I think this is unacceptable. Both innocent have not done a thing wrong, but just by the way. See, this is why it's annoying now. All of a sudden, when Raheem Sterling now is doing what he's supposed to be doing, or not even doing what he's supposed to be doing, but just having a great run of form, doing so much for when it comes to Man City, doing so much for his family, doing so much for this, and now all of a sudden you guys want to start dick riding this guy. I don't understand why the media can't just put out things that that can make this guy look good, make this guy look better on a consistent basis. Why has it just got to be, all these dumb little things to make someone who's just going about their life, doing their thing, doing what they're supposed to do, and you guys want to just come with just all this dumb crap. So my theory is that these newspapers, obviously, we know how they work, we know how media works. They need a name, they need something when it comes to getting views, and I understand all of that. But where I think my theory is that these guys dick ride Raheem Sterling. I feel like these newspapers actually really like Raheem Sterling. I feel like they have this love hate relationship with him, where I understand it's media, but come on, man, you gotta choose a side. Are you gonna be for the players, or are you just here to be writing against the players, especially when they've done nothing wrong? I mean, come on, man. I think it's a bit silly. I think these media platforms need to change. I think they need something a bit different. Um, but yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think these newspapers are dick riding Raheem Sterling? If you guys are watching on YouTube, in the comment section, if you're watching on SoundCloud, also get involved. Let me know, because it's getting ridiculous now. And to see just after that final, all these papers now saying what they're saying about Raheem, it's just crazy. I'm just gonna say big up to Raheem for doing what you're doing, man. Scored in the final, scored in Wembley. I hope where obviously it all started for you. So congratulations, man. And just keep it going, man. Keep it going. And last but not least, I kind of want to go into this. I've been wanting to speak about this for a while. If you saw my video that I did with my boy Chins, you can hear how I feel about football culture and everything. And the one thing I feel is that football culture is becoming like the NBA of the UK. And I love it. It's a great thing that's happening. I think it's something that has been needed in the culture of football. I think it's something that as fans we can get behind. As players, they're gonna love to do. But then you get these older OGs. These a lot of people call them dinosaurs. I'm gonna call them dinosaurs. These older footballers criticizing these football players for having their personality and doing their thing. At the end of the day, what people need to understand is that everything in this world so far, especially in this generation, is all about entertainment. It's an entertainment factor. It's an entertainment factor, as in we all want to be entertained in some way or another. Okay, some way or another. And the thing is that where football is going now, football is going into a realm where it's more about entertainment than the game. Now, for me as a person who's played football, is it upsetting that some of that tenacity of football and a different passion of wanting to win and wanting this and wanting that is slowly dying? Yes, it's part and parcel of the game. It's part and parcel of what football, is. However, where the new culture is going, you're seeing footballers now have their personalities. You're seeing like interviews with these players about certain other things. You're seeing a lot more of the culture, a lot more of the personality on the side of these footballers. For me, this has all started off with David Beckham. David Beckham doing his thing. He became a mogul. Now these players, are doing their thing, and trying to, make the game somewhere different. The Jesse Lingards of the world, the Paul Pogbas, the Neymars, the Memphis Depays. It's becoming a bigger thing now. It's becoming more of a cultural thing. It's becoming more of, especially with the people need to look. Let's put it like this: the younger generation is what drives media. Um, I would say the generation between, would you say? I would say about probably between 12 and maybe 21 is the generation that drives media. Is the generation that drives product. Is the generation that drives what the generation is going to be into. So when you look at these younger generations are into the football boots. They're into the entertainment factor. They love the celebrations. They love the whole glam side of football. And Is that taking away what football is? No, it's just innovating it and taking it into a different realm. And for me, if the NBA can do it in America, where players like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Jason Tatum, Allen Iverson from back in the day, Michael Jordan now with his trainers, and if they can have this, if they can have that culture, and it's working, the NBA is still making their money. The basketball fans are still in love with the game, but when they go there, they're having an entertainment factor, they're having fun, they're engaging, they're doing so many things. If they can do it, I think the Premier League can do it too. Embrace the culture, embrace where the Premier League is going. Um, and yeah, man, I just see football becoming that. If you remember the quotes from before, in America, they say, every ballers want to be rappers, rappers want to be ballers, and I think that's what we got here, man. We got here in the UK, where the UK music scene's getting so big now, and it's influencing football. Football's influencing the music, and I just think it's a culture that we should all get behind, and we should all be a part of, and we should all be a part of it to grow to where it should be. So at the end of the day, I just feel like everyone, like footballers, want to be rappers right now. Rappers want to be footballers. We all want to try something different. We all just want trying to be ourselves at the end of the day. And I think all these older dinosaurs, all these OGs, or whoever they are, respectfully to them, I just think you're talking crap. If I'm being honest, you're talking rubbish, and you know, even like Graham Souness saying, I think Pogba's fault. It's Pogba's fault for Kepa on Sunday, and all these things. Roy Keane before saying that, oh, you shouldn't be doing a clothing brand. Da, 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 all these things, and it's like at the end of the day, what do you do with your spare time? What do you do? At the end, they're humans at the end of the day. It's like somebody who's a plumber. You go to work, you do your work. When you're done, you come home, you have a drink. You may go out with friends. You may want to start another business on the side. You may want it. They're normal people. It's normal life. And to be fair, I think it makes football that little bit more interesting in knowing what these footballers do off the pitch. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think footballers? Sorry, do you think football is becoming the NBA of the UK? Do you like it? Are you going to embrace it? As I said before, Griezmann's documentary is coming out. Do you think he should have done a documentary, or should you think he done a vlog series, episodes, or something like that for Netflix? And is the media riding Raheem Sterling's dick after obviously what he done on Sunday? Obviously he had a great game, obviously done what he needed to do, won his team a title. But these newspapers need to be consistent. Are they going to be, one way, or are they going to be another? That's just it. And if not, just leave the man alone. So there you go, guys. My name's Lamar Aaron. This is obviously LA Presents. I'm trying to figure out a name for the podcast so far. Obviously, my page on Instagram is called Mixed Cult. I might call it Mixed Cult Podcast or Mixed Cult Radio. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You guys can be a part of naming it too. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Lamar Aaron. Follow the page at Mixed Cult on Instagram as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.